Pickaxe.
5, 4, 3, 2, live, Michelle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 948 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am your John Jacobson.
And I'm Ryan Silvestri. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're doing pretty good. We're excited to check in with Crimson Desert this week. John, this week it's going to be a proper, separate little check-in. I just wanted to let you know, so don't worry. You don't have to yell at me. We've got some other games to talk about.
Don't talk about this in my 10-second spot.
No. John has a theme song. Just to correct from last, he's got a theme song. We're going to...
Yeah. A lot of planning went into this.
Exactly. I know. Of course, right now, though, we are live on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. We do it every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you miss it, you can listen anywhere podcasts are. We do bonus shows during the week. I don't know what we're doing this week, John, though, but maybe a PC Outsiders, a Micro VGO. We do a bunch of stuff, and you get the 20-year back catalog and weekly bonus shows if you support us. Now, how do they do that, though, John?
That's right. Go to our website, videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there is a dripping red, juicy button. Click it.
So
lick it.
In the Discord, they've been making AI like of people saying, click my red button, like me saying it, you saying it. They had Trump saying it. Ryan, you got off like safe for some reason, but be careful what you say on the show, John. They've been talking about the red button. The red button is just a button on our website, guys. It's not anything.
Yeah, just go there and just lick the red button.
No, just join
some
on our
people
website.
call it the man in the canoe.
Okay. Why is it red?
You should sell a Staples button, but instead of that, it should say like something.
So
from
anyway,
the Talking
go to
Flower
our website, videogameoutsiders.com. Sign up, go premium, become a member of Club VGO. Once you're in, and you get the entire back catalog of over 20 years. Yeah, we've been doing it that long. And then also, like Michelle said, we do bonus stuff all throughout the week. Just did a John show today, Micro VGO, PC Outsiders. You want that stuff, you got to become a member. And then once you're a member, you can listen anywhere you want, the bonus content. Spotify,
Apple
Music.
Whatever they call it now. Is it Apple Podcasts? It's not music. We're not music. I mean, although you sometimes do music.
Apple Tunes.
That's right. Apple Tunes is good. I love Apple Tunes. And also this show is sponsored by Loaded.com. So check out Loaded.com if you want to save money on keys for Steam or PlayStation or whatever. They do have Crimson Desert in stock. They are sponsoring the show, and we also give away games in our Discord from them. I think we got Pragmata and a couple of other things coming out. So check out Loaded.com if you want to save some money on Steam and elsewhere.
That's
and I
right.
think
A friend of
that
mine
is
just
it.
got Requiem for like $55 or something.
Ooh.
So check it out. Big deals.
Everybody's loving Loaded. I'm hearing good feedback from you guys. So formerly CD Keys. They all think it's like a new site. They're like, oh, I like Loaded. I'm like, well, you probably like CD Keys too.
I miss the
Same
old
thing.
name.
Nah, I like it.
I don't like Loaded.
I'm getting
Stop
used
saying
to it.
that.
What?
I like it. Loading up your account.
It sounds like some guy in an alley, just kind of
You don't like
loaded.
getting
Guys
loaded,
loaded
John?
back
I'm
to
so loaded. I like it. It's like you're loaded with cash. This guy's loaded.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, John. Yes, check out Loaded. All right. And our Discord, videogameoutsiders.com. That is all I have to say. Now what do we do?
Let's do this.
Let's
do. I mean, we got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah. We do. That's what we do here. We cover ground.
Yeah. So, Michelle, let's do our 10-second spotlight. Where each of us has a very fictional 10 seconds to tell her what we're playing, drinking, and anything else we can cram into 10 seconds. Michelle, go.
Okay, so yeah, I did play Crimson Desert. Won't talk about it because we have that segment. So I want to bring up Last Meadow Online, which was an actual sort of April Fool's joke that Discord did. Just want to talk about it for a second because it was like an auto clicker fake MMO. You had to kill a green dragon called Grass Toucher, and basically it was an idle. Yeah, it was an idle clicker game where you chose a class. So I chose priest, and then you chose a profession, which made weapons for other classes. And I kind of like that. And those were like mini games. Basically, you're just like fighting this fake dragon. Nothing really happened with it. I guess you got a little like profile icon. People were saying though that this idea of an always persistent game in Discord, kind of always going, might have been them testing future potential of future game in Discord. I don't hate that idea, honestly, as long as it's not monetized like too badly. But the IPO is supposed to be launching soon, and this could have been some sort of trial. Millions of people tried it. But the problem was
it's becoming
it took over,
Facebook.
Yeah, maybe. It took there were always kind of Discord games, but they were different, like little ones you played in chat with your friends. This was like a special, like it launched, it took over your whole screen, the whole like app, like it was all that. That was my problem with it. Like if you guys are going to do a real game, even a little persistent Discord game, auto clicker, which I wouldn't hate, like I said, you should probably have it just like pop in the corner or have something separate window that can come out because it took over everything. You couldn't see your chats or your DMs. So I like the idea of it, but it was kind of weird to see it happen. I was fooled at first. I was like, oh, Discord has a game. What the hell is this? So that was last Meadow Online.
If they took something like almost like an idle game, like Idle Slayer or something like that, and had it so you can upgrade like while you're on Discord, and then it kind of plays a little bit in the background at a slower pace.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. And then you're playing with
like
other
Cookie
people
Clicker,
at the same
which
time.
is the first one I played. Yeah,
but isn't it?
You could
didn't
unlock
Facebook
emotes
do this 15 years ago?
Avatar profile thingies because I like to decorate. Okay,
Right.
I've been known to put right now I've got my like fake hand slamming on a keyboard in Discord. Like I'd like to unlock stuff. I don't know. I'd play it. Okay, so I also want to talk about Everwind. A few people talk to me about this game because they know I like survival crafts. It's Minecraft-ish looking, so it's a little blocky. But one of the first things they wanted you to do was make a cockpit and a flying machine. And that to me was a turnoff because I was like, can we ease into this? You want me to make a flying machine first?
That sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah,
give me that right away.
I didn't like it at all, John. I was like, okay, in Dune Awakening, which was the most recent survival craft I played, you started with the motorcycle. You know, you build your way up to the ornithopter.
Yes.
And that's what I liked. Like, I like things, even everything, Power World, whatever, Valheim. You start with nothing, you get there slowly. This was like, nope, go make the machine, go fly in the sky. And I didn't like it. I'm flying around the sky. I don't know where I'm going. I'm spinning. Like,
but was that kind of like your mount, your way of traveling the world?
Because a bit of this game is going like in your ship, going from island to island. You can teleport and stuff with this radar, whatever. I didn't like it. I went back to the ground. I didn't follow the little guide on the side. Okay. Because I was thinking, look,
looks cool.
Maybe I'd like this with my friends. One of them could fly it. You know, like when I played Sea of Thieves, I never controlled the ship. I was just in the background, you know, looking through a map or something and yelling. Right. I don't want to actually drive. Okay. So maybe if I played with people, I'd be cool with the ship. But I went back down on the ground and there was a lot to do, like a lot to discover, interacting with all the materials and making different weapons and killing monsters. And yeah, was the combat great? Not really. You know, it's kind of just like swing, whatever, arrow, shoot shit. It doesn't feel great. And it's not like anything groundbreaking. But if you like survival crafts and you want like a weekend of fun with your friends, I recommend Everwind. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $20. But it's not something I think you're going to get deep into right now. Maybe when it's out of early access, it's something to do. But if you like Minecrafty aesthetic, you don't mind the idea of going right in immediately with your flying ship. Like if you want to just do that, this would be one that doesn't like make you go through all the boring stuff first to get to the good stuff, I guess. And for me, the good stuff is sometimes not the best stuff. I love having nothing in a survival craft at first.
Is this like super structured the way this game works? Or is it just kind of like you could do whatever you want? Or is there quests? Or
it's sort of like all of them, like V Rising. Like, hey, make this. Hey, make an axe. Hey, cut a tree. But I was expecting that and I got like 2 in. Hey, go make a plane, you know? I'm like, I don't really want it.
Did they show you how to build? Like, was that kind of like the tutorial building this ship?
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was like, go collect these pieces from this broken down ship. Now get on this other broken down ship and craft it, poop it down. Like, it wasn't a huge deal. It wasn't like overwhelming to make it. But if you're giving me like, I guess it was giving me the basic mount and this thing is just flying around. I don't know. It was like, I feel like you should have built to it a little bit more, but I'm sure they're going to change the pacing. It's very early. Like, it just came into like early access or whatever last month.
I'm just curious because like Hightail, like right now, it's supposed to have a story mode eventually, like a structured mode. Because now it's just
into that because Dragon Quest Builders was kind of that way, right? Like it was a survival crafty with a story. I think we need more of that. Although I do prefer like the Valheim way where we went in, we had no clue what was going on. You know, we're like, oh, go kill a boss.
Yes.
What is he?
That's how Hightail is now, where you just you start figuring shit out. There's no direction. There's no narrative. It's like.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly you're making a crafting table and you're figuring things out. Like what?
Pocopia. Without the combat.
Pocopia, yeah.
It's not Pocopia. It's not Pocopia.
Yes, it is.
It's Pocopia.
It's not Pocopia. Pocopia.
It's not Pocopia. That's
literally how it's spelled.
I don't care.
Pocopia.
Wait, what? How are you saying it?
Pocopia.
Pocopia.
No, Pocopia.
Okay. It's just like yeah, it's like a bad pizza shop. So I want to also quickly talk about Box Room. Okay. Now, IT is physical media.
I'm saying it right. It's
Oh,
Pokopia. I'm saying it correctly.
Sure
it's like
you are.
It's like Poca.
That's why we got a lot of complaints and people saying you're brain damaged every time you say it.
It rhymes with utopia. It's a utopia.
John, that's what I first thought, and I had a lot of people
I'm
telling
looking
me
right
saying it
here.
wrong.
Like that's how it is. It rhymes with utopia. It's Pokopia. Pokopoia. Utopia.
I don't give a shit about Pokemon or Pokopedi or Pokepeanut. I don't care about any of it. That's why I was calling it Pokepedi. So anyway, I did play a game demo called Box Room, and I wanted to bring it up because I often tease people about physical media with your dusty sleeves and your Trapper Keepers and your IKEA shelves and your boxes, okay? And you guys know I like my Steam digital library, and that's what this game is about. It's about giving you a physical space for your Steam digital library. It's kind of...
Seriously?
Yeah, it's kind of creative.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's a builder designer sim, which gives you physical space to put your digital Steam items. So basically you can make digital boxes and put them all away on the wall. You can have posters, magazines, whatever. You just open the catalog and you have everything. You have every game in your library, like as an icon that you can put on anything, any object in the catalog. That's it. It's like a free sandbox, like instant, no progression, no progress. Like you have it all. Just do it. You've got your library, drag it out, design it. Now they could do... Yeah, they could do like a sandbox mode like they have. I also think they could do like a story progression mode in this game, like the little world, because it's like a cool bedroom or office with your Steam stuff and whatever. So something
Valve
like this
needs to buy this.
They should.
If
Valve
you
should
put this on like as like a desktop background and like it could launch your games, that would be freaking
Listen,
awesome.
Gabe,
PlayStation
buy
Home
this shit,
or whatever.
buy this shit now. Like,
yeah.
this should be built into Steam.
It should be. It's basically what we've always wanted with like the Miiverse and Nintendo or PlayStation Home when Sony had it. This could be like your kind of interface for Steam, especially with like the Steam machine and the console interface. Yeah, coming.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe meet up with your friends, go over, maybe you turn one of your games into something that you could play together. I don't know. Like there's a lot of potential here and the demo already has kind of a lot of attention. I don't know why it's not in VR, Old Cranky.
Well, I was going to say, Steam VR Home kind of does that already.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember how that works.
Well, I mean, VR is such a small percentage.
Sure.
Nobody's really doing it. This
but
is something
Valve
every
has.
person.
They do have that VR Home thing.
But yeah, I want to get in, like, create a character and, like, you know, design. I want to, like, layer and layer on this and turn it into something more, like, almost turn it into, like, a house flipper, which, by the way, was free on Steam last week. But yeah, like, I want to turn it into a game.
Pets.
I want to gamify this a bit because I think if they got deals with certain games too, like you said, pets, like, let's say I own a Pal World. So all of a sudden I could have a little guy there. I don't even know like any power, you know, I get that because I own that game. It's like Steam has these built-in things if you guys don't have Steam where you have a workshop and you have a point shop with all the stuff you can get from games and cards and all of these different things. This could really go right into that where you're collecting things from games like trophies and displaying them in your virtual room. So I do hope Box Room gets some attention, maybe some purchase from Valve, because I thought it was a cute idea, even though I hate physical media. You guys know that. Like I said, I just don't want it anymore. I don't want the boxes. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see discs. I'm kind of over it, but this I'll take. And then, yeah, I did play some Crimson Desert. I got a lot to say about it. I am just drinking some Khalifa Mocha. Oh.
What's in your fridge?
Not this.
We haven't done this in a while.
We haven't, and I am not prepared.
No?
What is in my fridge? A lot.
That's okay.
Well, I made an amateur mistake. I filled my fridge this morning, with a lot of water bottles, like a lot. And I have a little thermometer in my fridge because I'm crazy and I like to make sure it's to temperature, you know, so you don't get sick. And I noticed that it's struggling.
Sick?
Explain this to me. Well, yeah, if your fridge is like 2 degrees under, shit can grow bacteria and then you have diarrhea.
I understand the concept, but I have the opposite problem. My stuff, like if I have like stuff too high in the fridge, it starts freezing. Like if I had
you put in too much stuff at a lower temp and it'll bring down the whole
exactly.
fridge.
So my fridge is struggling.
Yeah.
Okay. What
It'll
I've
get back
noticed
up,
is
though.
What's the?
I have put in. It's
what
one of the
kind of
ones with the
fridge
two
is this?
doors. With the two doors, they're shitty. I hate.
Yeah,
like,
they usually have 2 doors, but go on.
No, they don't. Fridges usually don't have 2 doors. One's a freezer, you dumbass. I'm talking about the fridge with the 2 doors and the doors on
I
the
know.
bottom.
You're right.
The freezer.
My mom has the 2-door one
Yeah.
with the freezer on the bottom, I think.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm under temperature by a couple of degrees. I'm in the red. My chicken's growing
Jesus
bacteria.
Christ.
I got to go
No.
down there. I got to put ice chunks in there. No,
So
it's
you
going to
should-
be fun. I
so you
put
should
in
have
half
water
of a
gets-
case of water bottles, and I shouldn't have, really. That was the problem.
This is a bad
It was
fridge.
a rookie. That's what I'm saying.
Once the water
old
gets
fridges,
to temp, it'll be fine.
I'm
It'll
telling
go
you,
back
everything from
down.
the 90s was better. Like the old fridges, the old washing machines, like all this new shit with like the pretty double doors that open up and all that. Like,
You
doesn't-
just put 40 warm water bottles.
I didn't
in a
put 40. I
cold
put half of
place.
like a 24 pack.
That
What's
shouldn't
up?
do anything. That shouldn't.
It
who
does.
cares?
Do you have
I've
a double
done that.
fridge door? Or do you have an old fashioned fridge? I bet you have an old fashioned
I have
one.
a freezer on top, fridge on bottom.
Me too.
A fridge?
A Frigidaire brand, I think.
Okay. Well, mine
Yeah.
has 2 doors. It's just a big fridge up top, and there's 2 drawers on the bottom for the freezer.
Yeah, my freezer's a separate door on the top, and then the bottom door is the fridge.
Ooh,
That's like the
you have
old-
a fridge on the bottom?
It's a classic style.
That's the classic
that's-
fridge.
Ew. Wait, your freezer's up top?
Yeah.
That's the
Oh my
classic.
god, that like the one I had growing up as a kid?
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
Simpsons fridge.
Oh my God.
That's like the stereotypical.
It's like
I think it's
most
an LG,
fridges.
Crazy Kaiser.
Yeah.
It's an LG. I'm having
Well,
a fridge crisis right now. I'm
well,
up here
here's
thinking about the temperature of my
listen,
fridge.
this is a problem. Okay, so
It's a problem, so-
adjust the temperature, monitor what's going on. Like Michelle, come on, this is easy.
What? I put in too many water bottles. What do you want from me? I'm saying that was the problem. Don't
Well,
put in 20.
Lower the temperature just a little
The
bit,
temperature
right?
is low. I usually have.
Is it on the
John,
lowest?
I usually have the ice problem. Okay, I'm saying, and now I've got the under problem.
What's
It's
the ice
Goldilocks,
problem? Oh, okay.
Where things
all
get
right.
a little icy because it's so
Yeah.
cold. Because I like
yeah, I've
things a
had
little colder.
frozen hard-boiled eggs. That's not
Yeah.
good.
You guys would struggle in Canada.
Why? What goes on up there? They got you guys limited on what you can.
No,
buy?
everything's just cold
Oh.
all the time. Food.
That's true. Well, that's true. It is.
My
It
fridge
was.
doesn't struggle.
It is like 70 today, so I shouldn't be bitching. All right, John. What did you play?
Okay, so it was April Fool's.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Now, Michelle, do you watch these beauty videos? Get ready with me. Are you into that?
Sometimes I do. When YouTube did my recap for the year one year, it was
Yeah.
like all game stuff. It's like you watch Path of Exile 2 videos and how to put on lip liner. You know, I'm like the only person with that combination. So yes, John, I do watch the videos.
Okay, so the Get Ready with Me videos inspired Call of Duty to do an April Fool's joke with a map or playlist called GRWM. Get Ready with Me.
Okay.
And it's the smallest map that they've ever made in Call of Duty history. It basically is a walk-in closet with 8 people spawning in it. And I have to say, it was really fucking stupid. but it's kind of like it was like a train wreck. Like you wanted to just keep trying it over and over again, but you literally would die like in 5 seconds or
Right.
2 seconds or 1 second. And that was kind of the whole point of it. And I really think they should have made it a permanent map in the game. I mean, Ryan,
John,
would you try this? Yeah.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't end up trying it. I didn't have the chance. But didn't they do something similar to this last year where it was like the hallway game? It was like a 1-lane map on a train or something. And it was
Well, that
very
was a
tight.
That was a real map, though.
Oh, that was a real map.
the
Okay.
train. They did do like a remember the one you had to jump to the top? It was like a big like skyscraper. It was like almost like a game show or
Yes.
something. Like you were like a
Yes,
Fall
yes, I
Guys thing.
remember.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I do remember that. But I sadly didn't get to hop on during this. It looked like it was hilarious.
I don't
but
think you missed anything.
I think you did, Brian.
one room challenge, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It looked pretty crazy.
And then okay, so listen, this Tomodachi Life game's coming out on the Switch
Yeah.
2 like in a week or something.
And Switch 1, by the way.
Yes. So my oldest daughter kind of put this on my radar, and she thought, and it was Easter, so I had everybody over at the house this weekend, and so my oldest daughter was like, "Oh, she just assumed because it was new, it was only gonna be on Switch 2." And I said, "No, it's gonna be on Switch 1." And she it made her whole fucking day. And but anyway, so I played this game. They have a demo right now on the Switch, and you get to basically play up to 3 people on your island. And Michelle, this game.
It's
Okay,
shit,
so-
isn't it? It looks so bad.
Well,
I cannot stand the design and the,
Yeah.
okay,
the
well,
voices.
I'm going to
but
tell you this.
continue,
We're not
yeah.
the audience, okay? Because my daughter was laughing her head off when I was playing it, and she said that now it's on, that she knows it's on Switch 1. It like made her weekend. She was rushing home to play the demo on her Switch. So she's
Check
the
in with
audience.
her once she plays it.
No, people
Well,
are
no,
loving this. Though.
She
Like,
watched
they're
me
going
play. She was
crazy.
watching me
Oh,
play
okay.
it, Michelle. So she saw me playing the game. Okay.
Yeah.
So what the game is you have an island. Okay. You name the island. It's your island. I named mine Johnville. Okay. And you've got nobody on the island. It's just a barren place. Okay. And then you import your first resident and you choose from Miis that you have on your device, or you make new ones. Okay. So I have my Mii, whose name, oh shit. So I have my Mii, Yucko.
Yucko.
That's his name. I don't know why I call him. His name's Yucko, and it's me though. It's a me I made. Was that back on the original Wii? But it's Yucko, and so I brought him into the island. Okay, so he's all alone on this island. Okay, living in a house, and there's like a grocery store, and that's it. Okay, and then of course Yucko is unhappy. He's like in the fetal position in his house. He's he's got these squiggly.
How do you get the name Yucko?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Okay,
I don't know. There's a story here. There's a history.
There's really no story or history.
I think there is.
No.
Yeah, there's a history.
No, I just chose something stupid.
Everything a guy names himself has a reason.
Yucko? There's absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
I'm just
You have an old clown persona.
Yeah.
Yucko the clown.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, it was from my juggling career.
Yeah,
back
so
then.
Yucko is sad. He's fetaled. The grocery store is there.
Right.
And what do? You start
So-
shipping in Stucco, his brother.
No. So then I went to the grocery store and I got him some paella and I fed Yucko and he was really
Of
happy.
course.
I kind of want to play.
What is that?
You need to hear the
Was
voices
that
in this game.
Yucko?
I hate them.
Ew. Oh, that's dystopian.
This
I don't like it.
So
it looks like an MS DOS crap
Talk to
fest.
Yuko 3 about a dating sim game.
Well, let's not insult
It was
MS
so
DOS.
fired up it got me excited too.
Ew.
that's Yucko.
I don't like it.
So this game is using like AI for dialogue and stuff.
Oh, how come nobody's mad at Nintendo?
No, it's like text to speech bullshit. It's not AI.
Yes, it is AI, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so
Okay.
it's definitely using AI. Okay, because so I start out with Yucko, or it's just really good, and they thought of everything you could possibly put in this game, which I don't think is possible. But anyway, so
It's not their first rodeo with this game, though.
well, I'm gonna tell you. So Yucko's unhappy. Blah blah blah. I give him paella. He's a little bit happier. I give him some maracas. He's wandering around, he's all
Sure,
he's all
Yucko.
he's all alone on the island.
Mexican?
Okay,
What are you giving him?
Yucko. Well, that was one of the items. Was fucking maracas.
All
So
right.
so he's all unhappy on the island. And then eventually it lets me bring in a second me, and I didn't have any more me's, so I just copied Yucko and made him short.
Oh, God. It's like Luigi
so
and
it's-
Mario. Yeah.
So I had Yucko 1 and Yucko 2, and then Yucko 1 had like a middle voice, and then Yucko 2 had a super low voice, and then basically now I got two of these guys that I'm fucking maintaining, and so you have to like basically say, are they non-binary? What do they prefer? What are their pronouns? Yeah, are they attracted to men, women, or both? And so
complicated.
so initially Yucko and Yucko 2 are straight and they like guys. I mean, like they like
initially,
women.
if that changes, it wasn't its initial.
No. So I'm saying, so Yucko 1 and Yucko 2 are straight. They like guys. I mean, they like women. Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Well, okay, again.
John,
Are they
What?
actual brothers?
It's
What do you
no.
think?
Yucko 2 is the child of Yucko.
the clone.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Oh, he's a
you
clone.
actually
Okay.
you have to set this up in the game. So when you make the second me, you say what's the relation from Yucko 2 to
Okay.
Yucko 1, and I said
Does it
this
allow,
is a son, and you have to pick
Oedipus
their
complex type
birthday
things.
and year, and you select ages for them.
Okay.
So I got Yucko 1, Yucko 2. They become good friends, and then you're trying to get them to become friends and acquaintances. You could pick them up and drop them on top of each other.
Now, what
and
if
then
you said that he was gay? Would they make
Well,
baby,
hang on. I'm
or-
going to get to this. Okay.
like The Sims?
So, hang on. So Yucko 1 and Yucko 2 become friends. I got a prompt though. It says, in order to seal the deal with this friendship though, we need to have a conversation with them between the two. What do you guys want to talk about? Okay. And I just type baseball. Okay.
Oh.
And then Ryan, the dialogue between the two of them,
Mm-hmm.
Like it just knew. I understand baseball is not like a unique word or anything, but it was basically having a real conversation about baseball. Like, pro baseball. Like it was like putting it all in context with voice of speech, a text to voice. So I kind of think there's some AI shit going on here. Okay,
come on, baseball. They probably have every sport. You need to try harder.
This is a second iteration of a very popular game for I believe it was the Wii U or the DS.
Okay.
I forget which one.
Something specific. Have them talk about Video Game Outsiders podcast. If they start going into that, then you know that they're pulling from some sort of
right. But I simply
base.
put the word baseball in there, and they really had a real baseball conversation. Like, it kind of blew my mind. I have to admit,
the dudes playing wrote baseball.
All right. So then I got the opportunity to make a third me, and I made Yucko 3. I made him tall and skinny, and I made him attracted to men, women. And he's non-binary. He's open to everything. Like Yucko 3 is into it. Let's do it. I don't care who you are. I'm game. Okay. And so then Yucko 3, who is also Yucko's 1's son, and he's also Yucko 2's son. Okay?
I don't like these people, these yuckos. I don't want them moving into our street. Everything was fine till these fucking yuckos moved in.
Yeah.
Okay?
So I got Yucko 1. I got Yucko 1 and Yucko 2. Yucko 1 is the father. Yucko 2 is the son. And then the son and the father had another child called Yucko 3. And, okay. Yes. This is how.
Okay.
I was pushing to see what I can get away with. Okay.
Right.
Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
So Yucko 3. His parents are his brother and his father.
Ew. He's got eyes too close together, doesn't he?
But the thing about Yucko 3, again, he's non-binary. He's in everything, okay? So then
he's in everything. That means his gender moves around, right?
Yes, he does. But here's the thing. So when Yucko 1 and Yucko 2 talked about baseball, it was a quick conversation, okay?
Sure.
I mean, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 20. I don't know. But it was not a minute. It wasn't 2 minutes, okay?
Right.
I had Yucko 3. Mm-hmm. That fluid motherfucker talking to Yucko 1, they sat down on the beach and they would not stop yapping to each other.
Well, that's because he wanted to touch his penis. If somebody wants to talk to you for a long time about a topic they're not that interested in, they want to touch your penis or your vagina.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I think something was happening.
But Yucko 3, that's your father, dude.
I don't think it matters. Yucko's down DTF.
So anyway, so that's kind of what happened with the game. And then I gave Yucko 3 a gift that I unlocked, which is a box of Kleenex. And then Yucko 3, so after Yucko 3 talked to Yucko 1 for literally minutes about...
You shouldn't need that Kleenex anymore if he sealed the deal.
Okay, so remember, I gave Yucko 1 maracas, and Yucko 1, when he's bored, he goes to the beach, he's shaking those maraca, he's having a good time.
Are you sure he's not gay?
Yes, but then I gave Yucko 3 the box of Kleenex, and he sat down on the beach with this box of Kleenex next to him, and he just stared at it like it was his favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh, well, he's fantasizing first. He's edging. He's building. He's got what's it called again? He's gooning. He's gooning. What'd you give the other guy? Maracas, tissue. What's the other guy got?
Yucko 2 never got a prize. I never gave him anything.
Oh, that's horrible.
But I'll tell you, all these Yuckos fucking love paella. It's their favorite food. They do, all 3 of them.
This is one sick, twisted Mexican family you built.
They fucking love paella. The tacos, not so much.
I don't even know what paella is. What is that?
It's rice and fish, and I think and shit like that.
Like a big mumbo jumbo mix.
I thought it was like Gray's Papaya, like the hot dogs.
No, it's pretty good actually. It's really good.
So, all right. So basically, the demo allows you to have up to 3 people. I have 3 Yuckos on the island.
You have 3 sick versions of yourself. I told you there was a reason he called himself Yucko. You guys just fucking heard it. He could do anything with himself. He created 3 of him, and each one got worse. If I make 3 Michelles, they're not going to be Yuckos, okay? They're going to be like the most badass version of me. They're going to be prettier.
The original
funnier.
Yucko, he's been around forever. That guy's been here for like 10 years. I've had Yucko.
All right.
And
he's a sick fuck. His kids
all John's personalities.
Trying to touch his butt.
No, but here's the thing. I didn't want to make a new me, so I just copied the Yucko I already had and just made him taller or shorter. I told you guys there was a problem with
Yuckos. You didn't listen to me. We just heard it live that these Yuckos are disturbed.
So, John, what I'm seeing online is people are getting really creative with the characters, and I think you can import images, and then it'll turn them into, like, if you import a face of like a favorite anime character or something, for example. They'll take that face and put it on a character for you and make it a me. And then you can drop them into your world. As far as I can tell,
it's possible.
I don't know.
Please don't drop me into your world. I don't want to be a Yoko.
You are drawing
all the Yuckos,
and like they're drawing these crazy characters, and I get the creative aspect of it. I can't get behind the style. This game looks like it came out in 2002.
Oh,
I feel like they could have upgraded something.
Ryan, you're 100% right. The game looks like dog shit.
Yeah,
it's noticeably bad. Okay, it plays fine, but it looks bad. And I kept thinking the whole time.
By playing, you call staring at a box of tissues. That was the gameplay. They talked about baseball. They stared at a box of tissues. That's what dudes can do that right now. They don't need this game. They don't need Yucko. Can you make them talk about sex? Why didn't you really push it? That you can give that topic?
People were pushing it, and apparently Nintendo didn't turn on any filters.
Really?
And you can say, apparently you can say and have them say and talk about anything. I
really like to stick it in your butthole. Like, is that what you're going to
like some
like that?
Crazy stuff.
Okay.
Go watch some clips. It's actually pretty hilarious.
That could be a creative playground for people. Yeah.
But people are starting to theorize that they might put filters on and all this stuff. But you can't. So I don't know if you didn't notice. You can't screen grab a video and share it to social media. It doesn't let you, and that's what people are saying. That's why there's no filter. You can't record straight from the device. You'd have to use an external device and yada yada, or like screen cap OBS or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. People are obsessed with this. I can't get behind it. I have no idea what the hype's all about.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's going to be kind of a hit with the right crowd, and it does feel like it has all these weird like relationship angles and stuff that people are going to try to like. They're going to get really
like
into
VR
it.
chat for children. I don't know.
Yeah,
it sounds
maybe.
weird. I'm not interested in it.
I think it's weird. I mean, I don't mind that I played it. It was kind of stupid, and I was trying to just get away with what I could with the three Yuckos.
You were trying to be naughty, and so you came up with baseball in a box of tissues, John. You could have pushed it a little harder, okay? If I was playing it, I don't even want to tell you the things I would have given it.
Yeah, I know.
But whatever.
Well, when I got to the third Yucko, I'm like, all right, I'm going to make him interested in men, women, and everything, and you know,
but there's no women on your islands. The poor guy had
there's
tissues. There's no women here. I guess I'll fuck my dad. Is what you made Yucko 3 do. That was Yucko 3's reasoning. All right.
And then also on the Switch, I played Darwin's Paradox. This is a demo, by the way. I think the game is out.
Yeah, Konami, they kind of showed it at one of these events. Your puzzle game with an octopus, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this game. So this is like a stealth platforming game. What I didn't really understand going into this, and I actually researched this a little bit. So basically what this game is, you're an octopus, okay, and you're trying to escape from like a fish factory. I guess maybe you're going to be canned. I don't know. Okay. And you're escaping with stealth. Now, this fish factory, though, has stuff going on that they reveal right away. And I should mention, the game's made by Konami.
Is that a Metal Gear?
Yes. Now, when the game starts, the first second of the game, it's spray painted on the wall, Snake was here with a date. Okay. And so basically you're trying to sneak out of it, going past all the guards and everybody. And if you get caught, it literally makes the little exclamation sound from Metal Gear, you know, and the guys turn around and stomp on you. And then at one point I came across a fucking literal Metal Gear in the game, the big mech, you know, the robot thing. Right. So they're referencing Metal Gear in this game big time, and the comms thing, like the e-com thing, you know, like when they call Snake and it does like the little green screen with the people talking and stuff. It does that in this game. But what I read, Michelle, is that the stuff they injected with Metal Gear in the game in this demo doesn't actually appear in the main game. It was part of a marketing thing they did.
That's so stupid.
I know.
Why the hell would they do that?
I don't know, because it was cool. Like, here's an article from comicbook.com. Darwin's Paradox.
The same universe or something.
Darwin's Paradox's Metal Gear references shouldn't have been limited to the demo.
Weird.
Is what this
They're even advertising it on the Steam page. There's a Metal Gear on the Steam page.
So they're saying the demo has plenty of nods to the Metal Gear series. Now, I can't confirm this because I didn't buy the game, right? There's silly codec calls, some graffiti mentioning Snake, like I said, a shadow of Metal Gear Solid 4's Raging Raven, a couple actual Metal Gears, and of course a tactical cardboard box. It's a decent amount to pack in the demo and lives up to the silly state-of-play trailer that preceded the demo's launch. But none of these playful references are in the final game.
Stupid.
That's a missed opportunity. That's not right.
What about the game, though?
I know, but
like
I just want to mention this because I was so disappointed when I saw
Who cares?
this article.
The sign doesn't say Snake was here. In the demo, it does. Is that going to change the gameplay?
But there's a metal Michelle. In the demo, you're literally in a cardboard box.
Yeah,
in the
it's
demo,
false advertising. That's exactly what
it's
it
a
is.
missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity. They should have ran with this to the 10th degree. This would have been way cooler. Okay. And if all that stuff's gone in the full game, I'm not buying it. But
yeah, to play it off like it's a in the same world as Metal Gear, you're going to get a lot more people interested in it too.
How do they
and the
do
fact
that?
that it's only in the demo is totally false advertising.
When demos carry over, though, progress usually carries over from demos.
I don't
How
know
does
about
that
this.
work?
I don't know how this game works with that.
Okay.
All right, so the demo, I finished it and it was fun. It really was. It's a lot of stealth. It's a lot of platforming. You're an octopus, okay? And if you get, there's guards with flashlights. If you're in the light, the guard turns around and just stomps you to death, and you're dead, and you start over. And you're basically running around through this side-scrolling complex, trying to get somewhere, and taking advantage of shadows and things moving. Like for instance, there was one stage where there was a bunch of guys with flashlights running around, or was a spotlight on an area, but there's a guy in a forklift that's going back and forth, and you're waiting for him so you could sync up with him and hide in his shadow, go past the spotlight. That's like a puzzle they revisited a lot. There'd be a swinging crate on a rope, and you're looking at the shadow on the ground, trying to sync up with it to get past it. And then eventually you get this squid ink. That's the only ability I really got in the demo. And the squid ink you use to basically spray ink on cameras and stuff so you could sneak past them. There's underwater levels where you're swimming and just trying to avoid spinning fans and shit, the typical stuff, But it kind of has a Limbo vibe, Ryan, which you might like that kind of it's a very chill kind of stealth game. It's definitely not shit. There's something kind of cool here, but I just don't think I'm going to buy it because at the end of the day, I hate stealth. But I like the world, but it's just really heavy on stealth, avoiding flashlights, avoiding cameras. But the world's super cool and fully fleshed out. And I just wish that it really does have Metal Gear in this game, in the full game. I want them to push that beyond belief, but I don't think it does.
Yeah, why go out of your way to put it in the demo and not have it in your main game? But I think that's a weird choice.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, again, I'm basing all of this on what I read on comicbook.com about the game. And they had the same feeling I do. The Metal Gear stuff undeniably makes this more appealing. But they took it all out. It was just a marketing gimmick for the demo.
Because you wouldn't play it anyway. You said you didn't like the game. There was too much stealth, and now you're offended that they took out the Metal Gear thing. If it was a fun puzzle game and you were an octopus and you were swimming, you just want to play.
But Michelle,
anyway.
that was the most intriguing part of this demo. When I saw the Metal Gear stuff,
that is the problem there. Then the most intriguing part was that tie-in. That's the problem. So their marketing gimmick worked. Whatever. But if the game was good, it wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think the game's bad. I don't see myself playing a ton of this. Okay. So the demo's enough. Just try the demo. It's on the Switch. It's probably somewhere else too. But
it's on Steam as well.
Yeah.
Probably PlayStation.
All right, let's talk about the next game here. This is called Rack Coin.
Racoin.
What, Michelle?
Racoin. I saw that you purchased it. Racoin Coin Pusher Roguelike. And I saw when these people are just tacking on roguelike to everything. And then I'm like,
well, here's the thing.
Card Battler. I'm like, okay, another. What is it?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so this game is published by PlayStack, who also publishes Balatro.
Okay.
And this is very much a Balatro-style coin pusher game.
Really?
And yes. It's a rogue game. It's very well executed. It has kind of cool pixel art, CRT kind of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And basically what it is you have a coin pusher, and you're trying to get to the goal. Okay, every level has a different goal. get 1,000 coins, get 2,000, get 4,000, get 8,000. Every level gets harder and harder and harder. But here's the thing. There's like 150 different coins. They all do different things, different values. The basic like copper coins worth like 1. And there's gold coins and silver coins. But then you have these special coins that go in a special coin wallet that do all kinds of crazy shit like multiply and
like
turn into frogs. Yeah. Like so these special coins, like you'll have a rabbit coin, and if you throw that rabbit coin out, or 2 of them, and if they touch, they duplicate, and then they just keep duplicating. All of a sudden, you have all these rabbit coins on the fucking coin pusher, and then you have like frog coins that you throw them out and they start jumping around. And then you have like coins that change the multiplier and stuff like that. As long as they're in the playfield and not, they haven't fallen out, it changes the multiplier of the copper coins and all their coins. And you're basically just trying to use all these different kind of coins, and at the same time, you have like permanent like cards that you play before every game that gives you like a buff, like this game, every coin is worth ×2 no matter what, and then you also get like these chips that give you permanent buffs round to round to round. Again, just like a lot of multiplier stuff. One of them, which is great, is that if you run out of coins to play, you could shake the table one time and they fall out. And
RNG heavy, or is there skill involved with crafting a tactical deck and like your play field?
I would say it's very RNG. I mean, there is a synergy here. You have to kind of think things through. Like the special coins do interact with each other, and then there's like these prizes that you play that you put these down and like it'll suck all the coins up within a radius and then add them to your bank. And then, or add tickets, and the tickets you use in the shops in between levels to buy more prizes, to buy more chips, to buy more special coins, to buy more clips and stuff. This game is good. It really is.
I mean, that was a more in-depth review than you gave Crimson Desert, John.
I know.
I mean,
really, I know. It says something, right?
It says something for you. Yeah.
Like this is a really good game. I like it quite a bit. I turned the volume down. I listened to the news. It's one of those games, and I love games like this. I have a lot of those, like these cookie clicker type, idle type games where you just turn the music off, you can zone out.
Games.
Yeah. This is a great one. Okay, now I played for hour and a half, whatever, before the show. I don't know if it has like 10 hours and 20. After 5 hours, am I going to hate it? I don't know, but after the first hour and a half, I want to keep going. And you're unlocking different like coin pusher cabinets. Like right now, I have a cardboard one. There's different skins, there's different people you can play as who have different like decks, if you want to call them, or coins that bring different things to the table. This is a pretty good game, honestly. Like, I recommend it. I totally recommend it.
All right. What is in your fridge? Are we supposed to ask you?
If you want, yeah.
I'm scared, but
I got to think about this. What's in your fridge? Leftover eggplant parmesan is in my fridge.
What about the lamb you made that scared the hell out of us all
on
Discord?
Okay, there is a portion of lamb cake in the fridge too.
Yeah.
What are you scared? That lamb cake's beautiful.
The frostingless lamb was frightening. It had like a burned off face, like missing its beak or whatever its mouth.
Okay, well that image I found online, and
not that one. That looked like a chihuahua. That looked like something the yuccos would serve. I'm talking about the lamb, pre-frosted lamb.
The pre-frosted one, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I made us make a lamb cake because my mom always made that when I was a kid for Easter. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, let's do this. It'll be fun. So I bought a mold on Amazon for like $38. And my mom gave me the recipe for the pound cake and all this shit, the cream cheese frosting.
Was the head all burned and dry? The head looked like hard in the body. Like, is the head edible? Because I didn't like the look of that thing's head.
Well, the head is definitely the crispiest part because it's the smallest and thinnest.
It looks like a hard pound cake.
Yeah, so basically you start eating the ass end of this thing, and then when you get to the head, but here's the thing, the head is reinforced with toothpicks and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you don't put toothpicks...
wood head.
Yeah, so my daughter went to a coffee shop and got like some coffee stirrers, the wooden ones.
And you're baking that into your thing and letting the wood fumes permeate your lamb head that
Yeah,
you're
now
eating?
if you look at some videos on YouTube, which I did, I found some nice
Right.
woman from like Kansas that
Of
was
course.
showing how to make the fucking lamb cake, and she used sticks, and my mom also told me to use toothpicks in the ears and the head.
That's a lot
This
of
is
work for an inedible
Everyone
head.
knows this. But yeah, there is a portion of the lamb cake in the fridge
Yeah.
right now. You're right.
Is it just the
And-
head of the lamb when you open it?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. It's like the Godfather in there. with the-
Exactly.
So anyway, yeah, that's in the fridge right now.
Good. All right, Ryan. What about you?
But I
Oh.
sent my mom the shitty one that I found online. I said, "Mom, here's what we made," and she's like, "Haha, very funny."
Mm-hmm.
You're not funny, John. It's not funny. You're not.
You made her
funny.
mad.
Yeah, you're not. I know you're tricking me. Yeah, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Your
at
mom's
all.
voice sounds very different than my mom's voice. It's like the same. Oh, Michelle.
It's not. Yeah, it's. You're not funny, John. It's very. I know that's not the one you made. Yeah, if you're ever bored, go type lamb cake fails in Google. Have fun.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Ryan.
All right. So I played a few games. One of them includes this game called Blood Reaver. It is a dark fantasy round-based horde mode zombie or enemy killing shooter. And you become the Blood Reaver. You can play solo, you can play 4 players. It very much resembles COD Zombies, Killing Floor, stuff like that. And it goes up by rounds. You start at 1, you start really weak with a pistol and a crossbow, and you just go through the rounds, go through the entire levels, and progress as high as you can to the highest round you can get. And there's a bunch of secrets to unlock and discover and upgrade your character with, and it's all traditional horde mode roguelike. Like, you get to round 45, you're a lot stronger, you upgraded your weapons, you can buy them off the wall on chalk drawings, just like Call of Duty. The mystery box shines up in the sky. They're taking a lot of inspiration from Call of Duty Zombies. You have similar things to Gobblegums, which are like your exterior, like they come from outside the game. You bring them in, you use them, you can roll for them in the lobby and stuff like that. Pretty fun game. Little bit on the jankier side if you're comparing it to Call of Duty or Left 4 Dead or anything like that's came out in the past 5-10 years. But it was pretty fun. I mean, if you're crazy,
I like this. The
I
style
like
is
the
kind
art
of.
of it. It's like
It's like Unreal or something, like old school
a
Unreal or.
yeah,
crunchy
old school
Warhammer.
Unreal vibes. Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of like PS3 graphics. I think it's got a little bit of something here. I think it needs a little bit of work, but
Mhm.
it very much reminds me of like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 zombies, like older zombies, a little bit more detailed when it comes to the maps. The gunplay is a bit smoother, but it's also not as smooth as like current Call of Duty. It's really creative. The guns are really creative. You get some pretty good upgrades, pretty good powers, and it's pretty fun. It's a good pick up and play kind of on the side of what you're doing day to day. You come and jump in, get to round 20 or knock out a couple challenges. They have, I think, some sort of like gauntlet type situation going on where you're challenging yourself in each round or in each run. But as a zombies fan, I think there was a game a while ago, Skur Ritual. They really nailed that old classic zombies feeling. And I think these guys are also trying to do that. I don't think they quite hit it on the head as well as Skur Ritual did. But this game is pretty cool. I
Comes
picked
out
it
in a
up. I'll
week,
probably
there's
end
a
up playing.
demo. So
There is
yeah,
a demo,
try the
yes.
demo.
There is a demo. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can play with up to 4 friends. You can play co-op and just run through it like the good old days. And I think everybody's trying to, at least the zombie fan in me is trying to kind of get back to the way we felt when we played those games and those spooky maps when we were younger. Because it never gets old. But yeah, I'd say it's an all right game. It's, what is it? No, it's not out yet. Comes out in a week.
Yep.
So I also played the Temtem Swarm demo. Now, Temtem, for those of you who don't know, it is a Pokemon-like MMO, like a creature collector MMO game, and this is a spin-off of that game in a survivor style setting. And you essentially start off as one of there's many Temtem that you can start as, and they evolve as the round progresses or as the game progresses. You pick up power-ups, you pick up experience points, you choose your traditional survivor-like upgrades as you progress. It's pretty stereotypical Survivor like
Yeah.
at this point. There's been so many of them.
People
think I've
don't like
played,
it really. It's kind of mixed,
at
just
le-
generic.
Yeah, it's nothing special. I mean, it's pleasant to look at, and it runs very well. It's really smooth.
Looks like Pokemon.
Well, that's
yeah,
what Temtem
that's exactly
is.
what it is.
yeah.
'Cause-
So,
Yeah, that's
so
what
Ryan,
it was.
what
Temtem was a Pokemon MMO. It was online.
Okay.
Tons of people all over the place. You can battle them. You go.
what
through
about the new
story.
Pokemon games coming out like in this week? I think
Tomorrow.
I think it's coming out in
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it drops in like an hour.
Okay,
But I'll be talking about that next week.
But I mean,
That's more-
I'll try it too. But what is it? It's just a battler.
essentially it is made for competitive. They're switching their competitive scene to be strictly on that game. So now you'll bring Pokemon in from every other main series game into Pokemon Champions. You will battle. There'll be online tournaments. There'll be qualifier tournaments to
God.
get to the real life tournaments. All that stuff. You bring everything in through Pokemon
Wow, so they're
Home.
forcing you to monetize from every other game for this one game. So they
No, but
basically
you don't have to.
You have to pay
don't
for
have-
home though to
Okay.
make this shit work.
You also don't have to know. So you can obtain Pokemon at a slower rate in the game on its own for free. You can get Pokemon tokens and whatever through their free battle pass. You can get items through their free battle pass. The only thing you pay for is cosmetic, a bit more storage, and I think like there's a little bit of ease of access to other stuff. But if you have Pokemon Home, which is free Pokemon Home gives you I think 30 Pokemon to store at a time. So you can just transfer
But
Pokemon up for
you
free.
can't transfer them though from there.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
99%.
Look, we'll talk
certain
about
you
it
can.
next week. You guys figure it out and have
Ryan,
a battle.
we already
okay?
went through this
Let's
shit,
have a
okay?
battle next week.
I know, but I'm still convinced. But
No.
maybe because I've owned it the whole time it's been out. Maybe
Bank
I'm
transfer
naive to it.
only available with premium.
That's bank.
Storage.
That's from DS to Switch.
6,000 in premium, 30 in basic.
Why argue when
Yes.
you can find the truth next week?
John, no,
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, Home is separate. It's Switch only. Bank is from 3DS to Home. You have to pay for that, or at least you had to before they shut down the servers. So that might be incorrect. I'm fairly certain you can hold 30 Pokemon in there for free forever.
What's the name of it? Badger wants to know the name.
The name
Pokemon
of it.
Champions.
Pokemon Champions, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's basically, they're going to have the mainline series games are going to be more story focused,
Okay.
traditional battle focused in that game, and they won't hold like the national championships and the regional championships in the mainline game anymore. It'll all be done in Pokemon Champions, and it'll be updated with every new release, like Generation 10
Okay.
next year. All those Pokemon will be brought into Champions. You can catch Pokemon in the game. But it will be interesting to see, John, you as a person who doesn't have the home subscription, who doesn't have a collection of Pokemon to use,
No.
what your experience will be like
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
me who pays for home, has a
Right.
1,500 Pokemon in Pokemon Home, like all that stuff. What will my experience be like in contrast to
Right.
yours?
Find
Now,
out next week on Pokemon.
Now listen, I'm
Champions.
looking at a Pokemon Home website. Okay, the basic free version, moving Pokemon from Pokemon Bank, unavailable.
That's just bank. Yes,
Okay.
you can't do that anymore.
All right, number of Pokemon that can be deposited, 30 in the
30,
free version.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Number of Pokemon that can be placed in the Wonder Box at once.
Ooh,
whatever
the
the
Wonder
fuck
Box.
That,
That was
I know
what
whatever
they
the
called
fuck
your
that
butt
is.
in high
So
school.
that's
eh?
a trade. So Wonder
couldn't go
Box
with
is
Dan.
essentially, John, you put a random Pokemon in, I put a random Pokemon in, it randomly matches us, and we trade. Or you can seek out certain Pokemon
Okay.
and be like, putting Pikachu up, put in a Ditto, and it'll automatically connect you while you're offline. And when you log back in, you'll have a Ditto.
If you have a match, okay. So you
Yeah.
can
Put a
do.
ditto
You
in
can,
your Wonder Box. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it next week. The fucking
you can
game
do
isn't even
3.
out, and I'm already
All right.
bored.
Number
Save
of
it for next
Pokemon that
week.
can be placed in the GTS at once.
Yeah,
What the
Derek
fuck is
says
that?
you can only
Sorry,
fit 2
that
Pokemon
was,
in his Wonder
that was
Box.
the match trade system. The GTS, the Wonder is random. That's how
Let's
it
break it
works.
down. Let's get an
GTS
Excel
is
sheet
match.
going
All
on.
right,
I want to know
room
exactly how many
trade.
Pokemon are
So-
fitting in your Wonder Box next
So
week.
in Pokemon Home, the free
Oh my
version of
God.
Room Trade, you can participate, but you can't host.
Test it
Yes,
and talk
room
about
trade
it
is
next
just
week.
me and you get into a room and we trade each other. That's it.
Judge
strictly-
function unavailable.
They're
Cannot
not
I
listening
cannot
to me,
judge.
Cranky. I'm trying to move them along to
All right.
actually
I'm
All
trying
play
to
it
tell
next
John,
week.
John, you can store 30 Pokemon for free and bring them to Champions for free. You don't have to
Okay.
pay for
All right.
home.
Well, I mean
this is
that
getting
might
interesting
be.
now. Okay, John.
I don't know if I'll ever have 30 Pokemon.
No, you'll
to be
never
honest.
you don't
will.
need it because you can obtain Pokemon in Champions. They have a way to do it. They'll
All right.
Yeah.
constantly have you getting meta relevant Pokemon available in Champions.
Yeah,
But yes,
exactly,
we'll talk about all
Cranky.
this next week.
Thank you. All right, what
Yeah.
else did you play?
I did play one more game. It was called. Wait, what's the name of this game? This game was
Spark
called
in the Dark?
Spark in the Dark. Okay, you're a character. It's it's a hardcore. This game is hardcore. I'm not kidding you. I was having trouble.
I
with
like
this.
that. I'm into it.
It is
Soulsy.
It's a hardcore dark fantasy dungeon crawler. Okay.
Mhm.
You start off one of 4 classes, you blacksmith, warrior, hunter, or thief, and they're kind of all just interchanges of different traditional classes that you would find in games. You can choose 2 adventure paths. One is the seeker, which is like you die, you can respawn at any bonfires that you find, and one is the survivor path where it's one life, that's it, you die.
Now hold on. Is this a top-down isometric Souls-like ARPG, or is it just a top-down
Yes.
Souls-like?
Top-down dungeon crawler.
Well,
and-
okay.
It's Souls
So
like it looks like the original Dark Souls, like
Okay.
visually.
Yeah, kind of like Diablo, kind of like PoE.
But the camera's tighter, right? Bigger
But
character.
it's not like a loot
Yes.
fest like an ARPG. It's like slow-paced Soulsy combat.
So that's where it got a little interesting for me. So you can
Okay.
loot, and you can loot certain weapons and stuff. Some weapons are better on certain characters and whatnot. But you can collect, like if I collect 3 pieces of medium armor, it has a weight to it. So you can only hold as much as your weight class can hold, but it stacks. So you have to be careful what you're holding and what you're picking up from these dungeons. I found it extremely difficult because the combat is very slow. I did my first 3 or 4 runs and I didn't get out of the first room. And there is 3 difficulties, and that was on the middle difficulty. So I can imagine it only gets harder from there. And you just progress, you get stronger, you get to camp, you can upgrade your stuff, you can heal a bit, and then you move on to the next floor. But this is very, like, for the first level, it was so unforgiving, and like it was this giant spider and this crazy skeleton guy, and I was swinging this massive hammer, picking away at their damage, but they're attacking you. Your dodge roll's really slow. I was getting a lot of frames, but it felt like it was running at a low frame rate.
that
See,
means
that's
just
how-
bad, clunky combat then.
But that's
Yes.
how I
Yeah.
remember. I remember the first Dark Souls. It was slow as shit,
Yeah, like
methodical,
yeah, the
very
animation
slow.
should still
Very
feel
slow,
good
like-
though.
Yeah,
I like the Dark Souls slow.
Yeah.
This is like you're sneaking through these dark. Everything's dark around you. Like 3 feet after your sight of vision
right.
is pitch black, and you encounter all these enemies and stuff. Like I'm assuming I get a lot stronger to take these things on, but it is very difficult to kind of stay alive, especially without many tools at your exposure at the very beginning.
Is there
Pretty
meta
cool
progression
game.
like a rogue though? So eventually you'll have more tools. It just starts that way, or is
Yes,
there
and
no-
I believe there is meta progression. I wasn't
Okay.
able to unlock anything at that moment, but yeah, it's a pretty cool game if you like punishing yourself. I feel like it could get really good later on. I hope
Mhm.
they fix the performance thing because it did kind of look clunky, chunky, but I was getting like 250 frames, so I don't know what was causing that visual effect. But it looks good for what it is. Like the graphics are pretty. It looks pretty in the dark. Pretty cool looking game. I think it's like $10. If they can update this game a bit, I think it's actually kind of something fun that you
Yeah,
might
I'm
like.
interested. I'd try a demo.
Yeah, I'm not
it's
gonna
cool.
try it. It looks cool. I think Michelle should definitely play it.
I'd play it
Yeah,
because
it's neat.
as long as the combat doesn't feel like shit. Like I don't mind slow methodical combat, but I want it to feel good. And if you're saying like it didn't connect and it didn't feel right, then maybe it's just like clunky. I don't have patience for clunky.
but it is clunky at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's very basic. You only have like
Okay.
2 attacks at the start. Now, unless you unlock some crazy powers,
I don't mind
think
that.
so. I think you just.
I
stick
played
to
World of
being, like-
Warcraft back in the day when the only thing I could do
Yeah.
was like punch somebody, for an hour.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And
I
that's
don't
what you
think
do. You either have to start
Yeah.
off with a sword and shield, a big sword, a big
Yep.
hammer, or a crossbow.
Okay.
Cool game.
Crossbow.
I had some fun with it. Might play it some more. And yeah, I'm drinking a Stella Artois bottle. Oh,
Yeah, what's in the
What's
fridge?
in your fridge?
where's in my fridge? Oh, my friend opened a pizza. What is it called? What are those little pizza pops? Yeah, the pizza pops, the ones you put in the microwave.
What?
What are they called?
Hot
Pizza
Pocket?
Hot Pocket.
Okay.
Something like that.
No, there's
but
something
homemade.
called Pizza Pops, Pillsbury.
Yeah, Pizza Pocket.
Oh, it's a Canadian
Okay, like a
calzone.
calzone.
Pizza-
It's
yeah.
a Canadian
Oh.
one, Michelle.
So
Ew.
these are miniature
Like fries
pizza.
and
They're
gravy
miniature
in it?
calzones or miniature panzerottis. That's what we call them.
Okay.
Which is essentially just a pizza folded in half.
Mm-hmm.
But he opened this business in my town. It sells like mini handheld panzerottis, pizza pockets, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed a bunch of those, and I got a couple left over in the fridge, and they're actually pretty good.
Oh my God. If I had a friend with a pizza place in my town, I would be 300 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped by on my way home from work today. And
I
grabbed
know.
a bunch
Now,
for
the
dinner.
calzone is something I never latched onto. I've tried
No?
it. It's
I
too
don't mind
dough-
them if
it's
there's
too-
sauce in the calzone, but then I also dip sauce with the calzone too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You know.
when you get
It's-
a good one
it's
with like
too much
crispiness
bread.
to it.
It's too.
If they put enough inside with the actual sauce, cheese, and
Yeah.
toppings, it's okay. But I agree, like an empty calzone is no good.
Yeah, it's got to be a balance there. Thinner
Yeah.
crust, more toppings, cooked
but
right
it's
all
just
the way
a
through.
pizza in a pocket.
Yeah.
I like
You guys
pizza
not have
in all
hot pockets?
forms.
You guys have hot pockets in the States,
Yeah, I've had a
right?
hot
Yeah.
pocket in
Hot
college. I
pocket.
regret it. Every time you eat a hot pocket, you regret it.
Hot pocket.
Oh,
All right,
it's
Jim
delicious. You did a
Gaffigan.
really good job. Finally opened
Good.
it.
Hot pocket.
It's now time to find out what we're doing or not doing in Crimson Desert.
You threw in the or not doing for yourself, John, didn't you?
You know me well.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, we're
I
going to talk about
gave
some
myself
Crimson
an
Desert.
out.
You did, yeah, exactly. In case you don't play. So I did play, of course, again last week. I ended up beating the main campaign. Chapters 11 and 12 were very taxing on my patience. I kind of just wanted the main story to be over, actually, at that point. And I was trying to figure out why. And I figured out why because I have played a lot of MMOs where you just level, you want to get through that as fast as you can, and then the game starts and you explore the world. Or even in ARPGs, you get through the campaign fast because that's when you can go do maps or whatever. So my mindset was like, I have this main story lingering over me. Let me just be able to go be free and explore and do everything else I want to do. So I'm happy to have beat the main story of Crimson Desert.
Did you
but
roll credits like Paul Tassi?
I did roll credits, yes. And when I beat it, I was only 0.7% of players who had beat the main story of Crimson Desert. The
Yeah.
average Crimson
Wait,
Desert player...
0.7? Because 0.7
Yeah.
is actually 70%. So
no,
is it
0.7. And
well,
so
I mean-
0.07. And so basically the average player has played 22 hours of Crimson Desert, they've said. And so now I did have to take a little break though after it. Like after pushing through like 11 and 12 in a couple of days or whatever, I was like, I need a break. Then I'm going to go back. I'm going to do all the witch quests. I'm going to do all this other stuff I wanted to do, finish my camp and stuff. But yeah, it was kind of a relief. I got I don't want to give too much spoilers. Of course, you can see the dragon and stuff that you get to fly in the trailers. Like, you don't get to keep
Now,
it permanently.
There's
I'm
mega
to-
there's mega bosses now or something, right? Super bosses.
They're doing all sorts of crazy shit with the game. There's more updates have come out, and people now are complaining that the world's too peaceful. I read because they've killed all the enemies, but then other people have been coming up with hunger system mods, and people are saying there's going to be a full survival craft mod for this game coming. This is where I want to go. I want to go full survival craft building. But yeah, I'm just excited for kind of where the game's going to go in the world. But I'll still be playing.
The argument
all that.
The argument about the empty world and stuff, I asked that question a while ago, and I believe a lot of the humanoid enemies will respawn randomly and walk through
Yeah.
the pathways, and you'll see them amongst the world. It's the unique enemies that you
Are
may need
gone.
to farm or something. They might be gone for good. There's no telling whether they spawn again in like a week in-game time or whatever it is. But people are saying that once you kind of get through everything and liberate every base, it's kind of peaceful. There's nothing really to kill. Now, I'm sure that will change because that's
Yeah.
pretty game breaking.
Who's
it's true.
doing that? I want to know who's doing that, guys, because I've played nonstop for the past 2 weeks, and I'm nowhere near
me.
doing that. So
I'm not close to that, but
So,
I have a
yeah.
lot of stuff liberated, and my base is at 100 or level 100. I'm done.
Is your
every
world
quest except
totally
for-
empty in every piece of the zone? No,
No,
That's what I'm
not
saying.
even close.
Yeah,
I'm only on
so-
the end of chapter 9 or something. I'm
Okay.
leaving it there for now. Like, I got stuck in the abyss the other day. I finally realized, oh shit, I can go back up there. I found a tower, went up the tower. I was up there for 4 hours, just
Mm-hmm.
puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get back down to earth and
Yeah.
do something else because I was engulfed in it. I was just so immersed. I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't stop. It was insane. This game is insane.
Yeah.
So I have a very basic question. So I did I raided some bandit camp, whatever, and I killed everybody, and I was hanging out in there, and my WoW instincts kicked in. They don't respawn, right? I kept thinking, get out of here. They're gonna come back, right? Once you kill them, they're
No,
gone
they don't
forever.
come back.
They don't.
They don't they don't come back and take back over their town. Some people are theorizing that that's a way they can implement it, is if you haven't been there in a while, or randomly some of the bases that you've liberated could get taken over
I don't
again,
like
so you
that.
have somewhere to go.
I don't want them
I
to.
don't
I
know.
want to clear
I'm
it
not-
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not at the point yet because you do send your base camp to do missions at all these places. So to have them liberated is beneficial to you as a player, except you also don't get to farm these enemies, but there are also ways to farm those same materials other ways. It's different. I don't think there's ever going to be a point where every enemy is clear of the game and they don't spawn, because there's plenty of farms where you can just go to a random open world, kill a bunch of abyss creatures, get all their stuff, come back the next day, and they're back. So I kind of think it's like a middle ground between being empty and
Right.
not so empty.
Now, Old
So,
School's
Michelle-
asking if you did a boss, John. You said no. I mean, I don't want to spoil the last boss, but it got to the like I didn't have something on me that I kind of would have made the last boss easier, and so I ended up having to respec and change something and get some other type of thing so I could take him down. And there was like 2 different ways you could do it, or 3 really. And like, so this game is going to give you multiple ways to kill a boss, but there's usually like a best way to do it, and it's up to you to kind of figure it out. So, but the boss
Right.
is by this point, John, you should be so over leveled where you can just go kill like the first boss or whatever.
But I want to ask you a question though, because okay, you ended the game, you rolled the credits. So
Yeah.
now, what are you doing exactly? What can
anything
you do?
else, I can do anything else I want other than the main quest line.
So
I can
all of the side quests you missed,
all the side
and-
quests, all the factions, liberating, all the bounties, all the base stuff, all the whatever else
In
you want to
perspective
do.
of that, though, John, I think there's like 12 or so bosses on the main story.
Yeah.
There's 76 total in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I knew
don't
that
think
going
there's
in.
any
Yeah.
overlap.
I don't
Like, they're
have the
all
whole
unique.
map open. Like I
Oh my
don't,
God, I'm
you
not
know.
even close.
Yeah, like I could just travel. Like I want to get the wolf mount that I saw that fights through. I have all these little mini tasks, which does remind me of MMO-ness. When I first played WoW, I was dumb and overwhelmed, and I would have a little list every day of like the thing I wanted to do that week in WoW. Like I have to do this, I have to do that if I want to be
that's
ready
cute.
for raiding. You know, that's how I think about this game though. Like it gets your MMO ness flowing. Like I should.
Yeah.
Like that's how big it is.
That's
you
how
know?
I feel.
And
I feel like I'm playing WoW. I feel like I'm playing MMO. Like that's
it's
how
not a bad thing though. If you've never played MMOs,
Yeah.
you don't have to like do all that stuff. You could just
Right.
mainline story like I just did.
You can do
you know?
whatever you want in this game.
Yeah.
I took a whole day, like you said, doing all the sanctums for the witches that I found.
Yep.
And then I literally took, I think it was my last 2 days of playing, upgraded my entire base. I have no more missions left for Greymanes. And I even got like half of the, like you have to dump resources into your base. I'm even done like halfway through that because I got my dog to pick up like every weapon and resource off the ground. I would bring it immediately back to camp and then go do another quest. I was just hooked on that for a bit. I haven't touched a story in probably a week,
Yeah.
and I'm at almost 80 hours.
And my
Like,
sister
I
told
can
me
play
don't
this-
move camps because you can move the camp once you're finished with it
I
or something.
heard about that.
Yeah, she's like knows more like details than I do. She's like, and the houses will get reset if you move camps too. Like, are your house you decorated? You know?
Yeah, your farming gets reset.
Yeah.
Everything basically at camp, it's all close together. When you move wherever you're going to move, not going to spoil it. Everything kind of spreads out. It takes you a lot longer to do your daily round if you have to go talk to people or
Okay.
if you want to change things and get things. It takes a little bit longer. And I guess it is a trade-off. You get a cooler little area as opposed to just a bunch of tents, but you also
Yeah.
put all this work for your base and then you move like a couple chapters later. It just depends on where you get it done and what you want. I don't know if I'm going to move.
Okay. Yeah, I
Like
haven't
after
done
I
any of
unlock
that
the
yet.
dyer in my camp, I
Yep.
don't know if I'm going to move.
I stopped with that once I got all that, the dyer in my camp and the hairdresser. I kind of stopped on the camp, but I still want to keep going. Now, John, will you do a boss this week? Can we get some feedback maybe? I don't know what you're so scared
mean,
of.
I'm not scared of anything. I'm having a lot of fun avoiding that.
No, Viz, I hear
but some
fear
of
in
these
your voice.
bosses-
It's not fear though.
There's
It's not
avoidance here, John.
I'm exploring. Like, okay, so I played, I don't know, a couple hours this week again. I'm only, okay, the average person played 20 hours. I played 10. That's John right now, okay? I've been playing on my Xbox. I boot it up and I just start doing weird things. And I've been looking at the map, Michelle, with, the grayed out question mark areas. I'm like, I want to know what's there. And so,
yeah, I mean, you could spend time just flying around with your lantern out, picking up every
Yeah.
fast travel point or
Yeah.
point of
Oh my God.
interest.
but
That
here's
has to be my favorite part
Yeah.
of the game.
Yep.
You go stand on like a cliffside
Yep.
Yeah.
and face the opposite direction of the cliffside and shine your sword reflective light
Mm-hmm.
in that direction, and you will see glimmers of light everywhere. And every time you go to a glimmer, it's either a puzzle, a fast travel, or something important. It could be an abyss cube. It could be a sealed abyss cube. It could be any of those. And it's just, I go bounce around the whole world for hours, just going to the next shining light, go to the next shining light, go to the next shining, go to the question mark, go to the next shining light. You could do that forever. There is endless amounts of shit like that in this game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exploration is definitely a great part of this game. And I used to do that in WoW. One time, I always tell the story of my first character in WoW. I ran all the way to Fellwood from Stormwood City, and I just wanted to get all the flight pass. I mean, you could do that in this game. Nobody's stopping you from getting on your horse. And,
this is how I'm playing the game right now. I'm in no rush. I'm having fun turning it on, seeing what I could do right now. I have questions, though, because I don't understand what's happening in this world with the fucking pixel things and the monsters.
Keep
and
playing.
I know because
the story helps.
Because I encountered like this tower with like a disease on it, like a digital disease, and these things are like killing me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm so interested in. Obviously, Michelle, you know what's going on in the game because you've played a lot of it and finished it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the end thing.
Don't tell me the story though, but it's so intriguing to me.
All I gotta say is, John, play a little bit more of the story part and go back to the abyss for the very first way you went up.
Yeah, no, I just got one of the abyss cubes, whatever the fuck they're called.
No, but go up.
I know, but I take that cube up there, right? To
the
cash
cubes,
it in.
No, you can just open it.
So you open it by completing the challenge that it presents you. So there's a bunch of those sealed cubes that give you a challenge.
Yeah.
And then when you complete that challenge, you can just click on it in your menu and you'll get that as a skill point. But
yeah, I mean, I've been learning that I need to keep going in my bag and see if I can open things and look at
There's
things.
There's stuff you learn, like your cuckoo pot. I didn't realize I could trap like pieces of statues in it and then call them out to like attach. Like you're going to learn stuff as you're playing. Like I didn't know I could do that. I'm 55 hours in. That's what I like, you know? I like things that make me learn and trick me. And the people that have a problem with this game are confused. To me, that's like, wow, you actually got me. I've been gaming my whole life and you actually made me think for a second. This is cool.
It's cool. But yeah, I've been like stealing stuff. I've been doing a lot.
Yeah,
I've
they
been
changed
dabbling.
the way that worked.
Did they?
Yeah. So now you don't get like caught unless you're seen. You don't. It doesn't mess with your rep unless somebody sees you actively stealing
they saw
or something.
me.
Oh, I thought that was the whole.
They saw me. But you
time.
just run outside.
Always a red dot anytime you did anything.
You run outside the red circle and you're safe. That's the only risk, right? Just get out of the red circle.
There used to be rep issues. You used to have to buy a writ from a church to like clear your name. These they're very shady, John. You just throw them coin and they'll clear your name.
No, you gotta. You still have to clear your name if you get caught.
Yeah, I haven't been caught, but and I also I fished for the first time this week.
There's fishing.
Fishing's pretty cool.
But
they should add painting for you can make like paintings for your wall. Like I could see a bunch of mini games they just add. Like they're gonna flesh this world out.
Well, I hope
forever.
they do. But the thing about the fishing, though, what's the incentive to fish? Because I can just buy the fish from the guy.
Well, money.
You get a lot more. There's rare fish. There's different dishes.
It's better recipes.
But you can also, the fishing is available for your base camp. You can send your base camp to go fish, and then you go back to your base, and there's a bunch of fish in your thing, which they also upgraded your stash. Depending on how high of a level your base camp is, your stash now increases to a maximum of 1,000, and that is so good because I was running out of storage very quickly.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of my Ryan. I mean, you've kind of interjected here. What else did you do?
Oh man, I just went on forever. You can endlessly play this game in any style that you want. You want to go combat heavy, you can go seek out the best armor and the best weapons and just go fight every boss. I don't even think I've encountered like a world boss yet or like a secret boss. I've only really fought story bosses, and it's incredible to think that there's bosses hidden in this world that I haven't come across. And
wait till co-op happens and you're going out with your friends because you need multiple people to take them down. And there's an event and like this guy, you find him, and it's gonna just so much.
That was
potential.
an April Fool's gag, by the way.
What was?
People were saying that co-op came out.
Oh,
on
April
it's
1. Gonna. I mean, they said they're doing it. So, I actually talked to one of the QA people. They reached out to me on Steam and talked to them about the game, and I was like, they're like, what's your feedback? I'm like, I want building, and they're like, well, the engine doesn't support it, but I wouldn't rule it out. They aren't ruling anything out for this world in this game. So that's like good news to me, because people think the big joke with games like this is, oh, the game came out and it died. You know, like this isn't going to die. I think more and more people every week are picking up this game on my Steam friends list. Like I see it happening, the word of mouth. Now your friend John has said that's word of mouth, you know, Mr. Tassie or whatever. I know he rolled credits too, as you say, John, but
he did.
The further you get, the more.
That was the big news today, by the way.
Was it that he beat it?
Yeah.
Well, everybody gives a shit. I beat it. I beat it before Tassie, and he had it first.
No, I don't know. It's debatable.
When I beat it, he had not beaten it. 0.707.
Yeah.
You mentioned, Michelle, about like these games just dying after a week or a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's like normal RPG
Yeah.
or normal story
They
games.
say it
There's
like a
an
bad
end,
thing.
People
Yeah.
put it down. It's not a bad thing. That's how games work.
Right.
This, on the other hand, there's so much to do. You can beat the main story and still have 200 hours worth of content to play. People are joking online saying, did they say no to anything when it comes to mechanics and systems? In
That's
this
not
game?
a negative thing, though.
Right, but they
I don't
didn't. They said yes to fun.
I didn't mean that as a negative thing.
Well, I
That's just-
saw that,
They
like-
never said no to any.
Well,
thing. They're like, can I do this? Or like,
the
yeah.
committee
Yeah.
that was making the
Right.
game basically said, I want to add this. I want to do this. And they said, okay, do it.
Yeah. And it's awesome.
It is awesome because the game feels like a living world, like anything's possible and everything like operates the way it should in real life. It's kind of crazy how they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
There's also
isn't it-
stuff hidden in the game that apparently they didn't like turn on. Somebody, I can't find the post, but said they uncovered some cooking system that they hadn't turned on yet that's like hidden in it. I don't know what it is. It's like I guess some things you can make actually have negative effects on you, they discovered, but I guess they don't have it switched on. Like, I think there's so much like that was work in progress that people are going to be discovering or figuring out. There's like, people haven't figured this out. There's a Discord going where people are trying to figure out the secrets or trying to track the bosses. Like Ryan's talking about the secret world bosses that are hidden only if you spawn on the waterfall and you twist the rock or whatever the hell you have to do. Like, the world is there to be figured out. So I don't know. That's like the most important part of this game to me, is just kind of seeing where it goes. Like, I don't feel like I'm done with it just because I beat the main story. And the people,
That's
the
good to hear.
naysayers saying that like, oh, there's no story and it's shit. Well, even if there wasn't, that's not what this game has to be about. That's not what Breath of the Wild was about. It's not what Skyrim was about.
I'm hearing
know.
the dumbest criticisms of this game as
still
it
though,
progresses.
I
Yes,
mean, it kind of
yes.
died down though, didn't it?
No, I'm
No,
still
there's a lot of
seeing it in these
haters.
comments,
There's a
man.
lot of haters.
Still,
Some guy made a video saying how dumb or how like adamant these NPCs are to get like food if you drop food on the ground. So he put like a tree
on a
off
tree.
the
I
edge
saw
of the
it.
bridge,
Yeah, and he climbed
and they
and
would
he
fall
fell.
off. Comments were like, these NPCs are brain dead. This
Ryan,
is like
Maybe they're
that's
starving
fun.
homeless
One
people.
level.
Ryan, that's
God.
fun. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I know it's fun.
That's
I know I'm on
fun.
your side here. These people are brain dead. They're stupid for saying
Yeah.
it.
The fact that that even works, again, the world is alive, right? You put a fucking piece of bread on a tree.
I told
hanging
you
off
they
a cliff.
kept stealing from my dog. I was feeding my
Yeah,
dog
they
to
did,
try to
yes.
trade him, and they kept
So, all
stealing
right,
from my dog.
let's talk about the dog, because I'm petting every fucking dog I have.
No, you have to
I
pet
see.
one dog. Remember the spot he's in. Feed him at
Okay,
night so the
that's
homeless
the problem
don't
I'm
take it.
having.
Keep
You
it-
have to do it like 5 days or something in a row or
No,
something
it's not
like
that bad if you feed them. Feed them cooked meat, gives you the most for a dog, John, and
Okay.
just do it like maybe 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Rest at a pot.
I
But
can't
don't
keep
feed
track
him
of
near
these
the homeless.
dogs. I've
They're
petted
always in
so
the
many
same spot.
dogs.
Always in the same
Always in
spot.
the same
Mark it on your
spot.
map with a marker.
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Why didn't I
Yeah,
think of
that's
You can
what they're
also
called.
find like better meals and stuff that give them more. Like
Yeah.
I found out I can just go up to a vendor, give them like 10 bags of copper, and they'll be at
Ooh.
100 right away. And
Okay.
I have so much silver, so the bags of copper that I find on the ground, I don't even open them. I give them to all the vendors, and they're my friends instantly.
Yeah,
Now,
money talks. honey.
One thing that I'm kind of pissed off about it feels weird. These characters, these other two characters, they feel a little bit
Yeah,
last
they're
minute,
they're not
right?
good because you get
They're-
one, then you're taken off to you can't play as them.
Yeah, they were either put in as like a end game, like build them later, don't worry
Yep.
about them now, play with Cliff, or they were forgotten about. And like I got to a point in the story where I had to switch to Damien, and I didn't put a single skill point into her. I'm trying to fight this boss. I'm totally weak. I have a little bit of armor that I found along the way that fit her. And then I'm like, screw this, press pause, respect Cliff into Damien, kick the boss's ass, and then respect back
Yeah.
into the Cliff. And
I
was
looked
like,
at them
"That's
as
dumb."
end game shit. That's how I look at it. Like
Yeah.
once I beat it and you have enough like points lying around, you have all the stuff you want to do, then you play them. I think they need to let you beat the game, create your own gray main, let you play those characters and do everything else on them. It shouldn't still be this is Cliff's story once you beat the game, because by the way, that happens. I think they need to rework that for sure. I want to see them double down on the other factions, like the witch faction. Let me learn magic. Let me do more stuff. There's definitely flaws, but you're going to have to really dig to find them to be detrimental to your enjoyment of the game, because you can just go do something else. Like it sucks that you didn't have to do that right then and there. So
No.
I think it needs polish, but I don't think the other
yeah.
characters, the other gray main people are a potential flaw that they need to kind of flush out.
No, I do want to play as Damien. Like,
Yeah.
she's got a really cool moveset, a really cool
Yep.
kit, but just the fact that I've invested so much into Cliff, I don't want to take that away from him. I don't want to respec every time. they shared the stamina, the health, and the spirit. Why not just share all the other skill points? They all have pretty much equal amount of skill points. It would have been no harm to the game.
Yeah,
if they
there
did
should be
that,
like you
in
can
my
save a
opinion.
build. You should be also transmog so I can look like a cool set while I'm wearing something else. They're going to add all this.
Yeah.
But I still
All
don't
right.
think
Well,
it's
that's a
big
good
deal.
check-in this week.
Yes, it was. Let's get to some news.
Could literally talk forever. But
I know. I could do a Crimson Desert
It's
podcast.
now
We'll do it next
time
week.
to
Yeah,
find
we'll
out
check in
what we're
next
doing or not doing in Crimson
You shouldn't play the theme song at the
Desert.
end when we've already found out, John. I don't like it.
That's
John, beat a
that-
boss, okay?
That is the period
Yeah,
right
please
there.
beat a boss.
Go fight a boss.
All right, let's do some news. Michelle, what's going on out there?
I don't know.
Oh, it's kind of a slow.
It is. I mean, McDonald's. Like, you want to talk about this? They have a one-finger gadget that lets you
Yeah.
move your characters to keep you in the game while you chow down. So it's like an M, the arch, over
It is.
the two
Your analog
thumbsticks.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
So
Looks like
they
a
have
bent fry.
So it's called an Archie. It's
Oh.
part of their new pro gamer menu. Now,
Oh, okay.
however, it's in Turkey.
Oh, what?
But you know what? I think it should go
How many
everywhere.
gamers are in Turkey?
Yeah. Why Turkey?
What are you talking about?
Are they big into
No, I'm
gaming
saying,
in
like,
Turkey?
Compared
of all
to
places.
the rest of the world, why Turkey?
Yeah, like
Of
I
all
could see,
places.
Well,
like,
because maybe they
Japan.
experiment in lesser markets or smaller markets
Yeah,
and then
that's
bring it
true.
here, you know?
Yeah.
They have a pro gamer menu. It includes a Big Mac, a medium fries, a medium Coke, and 8-piece, now hang on, 8-piece onion rings.
I mean, I like an onion ring if it's done.
But why
well.
doesn't McDonald's have fucking onion rings? What's
Because
going
here
on
in
here?
America, we eat slop. They give us the slop. Like, you've ever seen European McDonald's? Like, when I used to run a
I know.
website about food, like the Italian McDonald's had
I
like a
know.
really good looking sandwich. They just give us
Sure.
garbage here.
Well, you know, listen, I've been in the Hong Kong McDonald's quite a bit.
Yeah,
and,
it's crazy.
And then also, a totally different menu, like seaweed burgers and shit,
Yeah,
whatever. And then when I used to go to Chicago, or I still go to Chicago, I used to go to the the Hamburger University McDonald's, which is adjacent to the college where they send all the managers in Chicago. And that menu would have international items, like from Korea and Philippines or whatever. And
Yeah.
I go there every year, honestly.
When I was in South Africa, they had a big chicken menu, and it was
Yeah.
like big, focused around their demographic. It was really good.
Yeah, so they try stuff, but why hasn't the onion ring caught on in the U.S. though? It doesn't.
I don't know.
I feel like that's a
I
big
like
food
an
in the
onion
US.
ring.
Yeah.
Wait, does Burger King? Okay, does Wendy's have onion rings?
A&W does. Is
I
that
think
Canadian?
somebody does.
Nobody
It might
has
be
onion
like
rings.
Arby's or something. I've seen an onion ring before.
Arby's has onion rings.
somewhere.
Oh, no, they
Maybe
have curly
Arby's.
fries. No, they have
Arby's
onion
has
rings,
mott
too.
sticks.
Wait,
that
okay,
taste
so
like shit.
curly fries.
Burger King. Badger says Burger King does it.
What's our opinion about curly fries?
I have
versus,
purchased the Arby's curly fries in the bag that
like
you cook at home in the air fryer. They're pretty
Yeah.
tasty.
with the,
Yeah, they're good.
And I like the
Yeah.
checkers or something I bought or something.
Okay,
No,
I have a
here's-
question, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This Archie, what the hell is it? It says designed to keep you from being kicked
Okay, so it's
for inactivity.
yeah, because if you're AFK in a game, okay, while you're eating
So how
McDonald's,
does it move the thumbsticks
yeah,
for
how does
you?
it move?
Like,
because you
oh, you
take
can
this
one
M.
hand it.
No, you take the M and it basically moves the analog sticks in a direction so that you're constantly moving.
Right.
while
I
you're-
do
locks
that
them
once in
in.
WoW,
Yeah.
except I used auto hotkey. Another time I put tape on like one of my keys. Like, I have done stuff like this in my day. I'm not going to lie. So
Yeah.
I could leave and not get kicked, but auto hotkey is a lot better. All right. I want to talk about this. U.S. patent examiner rejects Nintendo's summon sub character and let it fight in one of two modes, patent as obvious non-final ruling. I mean, there's kind of been some, I don't know, John, I don't know if you support Nintendo on this, but they've kind of had some of their little things struck down, you know, like what they did to Power World. You can't,
right.
if you can summon a mount, you can't fly on it. So, but now they're trying to say you can't summon a sub character and let it fight for you. We own that.
What?
Yeah.
But
That's
let
the
it
same
let
thing.
it fight for you. It's like an AI character you summon, and it just like
Yeah.
is that what's the context of this though? Have they done it before in a game that I'm familiar with?
The patent in Japan still stands, and Japan is where the patent infringement case against Pocket Pair is still ongoing. If Pocket Pair changes the mechanic
Oh,
back
that's
now before
Pokemon.
yeah,
You summon a character and it fights.
yeah, they're
That's
saying
what
they
it-
own that.
Yeah, just like they said
That's
they
stupid.
own capturing creatures in a ball. That's ridiculous.
But doesn't like
And they-
Digimon already do that?
They
and
do.
Everything
They
else?
also are saying they own summoning a creature to mount on them, and some of these are starting to get struck down. But in Japan, it
World of
still
Warcraft?
goes. I know, but like when Kevin was on GameStar Guy, he explained it to us well. He said they don't go after people who could go after them because Nintendo's done some stuff that probably Blizzard owns, and so they only go after the little guys like Pal World because they didn't think they could fight back.
So they just kind of bank this.
Square
They
Enix, you know?
Yeah, they put it in their back. They put it in their back pocket, and then when a Pal World comes around, they take them down.
Exactly.
And they don't touch Digimon because
it's
they're
bad
already
for
there.
game development. It's bad for game developers, and it's just another shitty thing about Nintendo.
It is kind of bad.
It is.
Oh,
terrible.
where's the flower?
Hopefully dead.
Fuck.
The flower's upstairs.
Starfield launched on PlayStation 5 with a major free update. Cyberpunk also got a big graphics update for PlayStation 5 Pro. Free. People are saying check it out. It looks phenomenal. Apparently that PSSR 2 is worth it, like Kevin said, for Crimson as well.
So, Michelle, the way that like Cyberpunk is stuck around and Skyrim, obviously, I think Crimson Desert's can be like that, where we're talking about this for the next 10 years.
I agree.
Right?
I hope so.
I think there's
mods.
so much more that can be done with Crimson Desert. Like, we are going to be going above and beyond for this game, just like they did for Skyrim, but like it's going to be tenfold.
But Skyrim, the community
everything.
with the
Skyrim
mods.
yeah.
Oh my God, I'm coughing.
Yeah, like Skyrim mods. They're endless possibilities, reshades, retextures, different skins, different fighting styles,
Mini
different
games.
characters, mini games. You name it, somebody
Survival
will
Craft
make
Crimson
it.
Dawn. That's what I'm saying. Once that co-op comes out, I think that's going to open up a lot of different things. Calm down, John. Resident Evil director Shinji Mikami partners with Stellar Blade devs shift up to make a smaller experimental title along a large-scale flagship. People are excited about this because people who did Nier and people who did Stellar Blade formed a new company called Unbound.
There's one thing people aren't very excited about is the new Resident Evil movie. Got an early screening, and the guy who got it made got free reign on creativity from Sony, and they didn't follow any of the games. They made their own story from scratch. According to the reviews, it feels very Resident Evil 1-y, very like true to the series, but there's no common characters, there's no common tropes. It's like the only thing that is there is probably the virus, the T virus, the Nemesis virus, whatever it is. But there's no Ava, there's no Leon, there's no nothing. It's just they're comparing it to that action film, that crazy Mad Max, but for Resident Evil. And as I said, it's nonstop action through and through.
They did that with Until Dawn with the movie. It was nothing like the game.
Until Dawn wasn't even anything like the game.
Like if you're going to take the name, then do something from the
all
or
the
just
gamers.
make it
That's all we
generic.
want is make the movie, make the story.
Yeah.
Based on the games that we want. We want that. That's what we want.
Yeah.
I want a Pokemon.
Well, that's the problem is that people that make movies and TV shows, they don't respect the source material. And a side note, I've been seeing a lot of cars with Umbrella Corporation stickers on them.
Really? I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've been seeing this a lot lately. I don't know.
Okay. I see some anime stickers around me.
You see what? Anime?
I see anime stickers all the time around me. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
what's
that's
up, dude?
California for you.
So
Yeah,
listen, before Phil left, he made some deals.
Did he?
Yeah, Game Pass deals in April.
Okay. What's going on?
He scheduled them a couple months ago. This doesn't happen
what a
overnight.
Good guy.
Yeah, so like seriously, there's some good stuff. So Final Fantasy IV, is this something I want to play on Game Pass? It came out like today. I was going to play that.
I mean, is that one of the ones
Remake?
people love?
I think they love all of them. I don't know.
No, I think it's like 6, 8.
Yeah, I don't hear
12.
much about 4.
How about 4? People
I
either
don't hear much about 4.
okay. Well, it's there
Maybe
on
it
Game
is.
Pass today. A DayZ, PC Game Pass.
Hades 2,
Hades 2. That's a big one.
Vampire Crawlers.
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's a big one. Ryan?
I
Yeah.
don't think anybody cares.
You say Modern Warfare? Sorry, I was looking up
did.
the Final Fantasy.
Indie Pass PC subscription service
yeah,
for
I
indie
sent that
games.
to you.
Is this an
So-
April Fool's joke? Because these games look non-existent.
No,
shit.
this is real.
Is it okay?
As far as I can tell,
Yeah.
this is real.
I mean, I want Steam Pass, but I don't want Indie Pass.
Why can't I find the website for that? Indie
The,
Pass.
the worst part
IndiePass.com.
about this Indie Pass thing was that it was a bunch of unknown games. It's not any
Right.
up and comers that we're expecting. Nothing. So I'm going to pay $6.99 a month for a bunch of slop games, and all these developers, whatever it's 50 developers, are going to split my $6.99 subscription. I don't think.
Now,
that's,
Ryan, hang on
that's
a
so
second.
weird.
This
You
is
say
stupid.
I see they have Burger Witch on here.
Go play Apple
Hey, the hell's
Arcade for
Burger
that
Witch?
price.
What do you mean? What's Burger Witch? They have I Mother Rune Raiders. That's a big
What are-
one.
No idea what
March
either
of
those are.
Shrooms? I don't know. I've never heard of
I
any
mean,
of
listen, a
these.
lot of people are talking about March of Shrooms. How about like Sugar
Yankee
Shack?
Rabbits? So somebody called me that last time I was in the South. What?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's going to hit. It's not going to take
Puzzles
off.
for Clef. I mean,
No, if you want
Yeah.
something like this, go to Humble Bundle. Go
Right.
anywhere else.
Heroes of Mount Dragon, Forgotten Seas. I mean,
Mountain
these
Dragon.
are all
Just toss in a couple of words. Heroes of Souls like deck builder. Yeah.
Star
This is
Vision
and
Valley.
you
too.
Chard. Everyone's talking about Anuchard.
John, I got to ask you something
Oh.
though.
Yeah.
Back to the Final Fantasy. What Final Fantasy game came out? Are you just talking released on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IV.
Okay, I thought you meant a brand
Just
new
like the
one.
Pixel
No, no, no.
remasters or whatever.
I think it's
I
a
believe
a
it is,
pixel
yeah,
game.
the
I don't know if
3D.
it's a remaster,
Yeah, it
but
looks
it's
like
an
the
old
pixel
1991
pixel
game.
remaster.
So
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about
originally,
movies and stuff.
originally
2023.
Final Fantasy IV was Final Fantasy II in North America.
Oh.
It was an SNES game.
That's
Some stills have been coming out from the Elden Ring movie that look pretty good, directed by Alex Garland, who I like. He did Ex Machina, he did Dev, so that looks good.
he
And then
did,
also
yeah.
there was some Zelda.
Yeah, so let's
stuff,
talk about that
right?
because
I
former
didn't see
Nintendo veteran says Link finally speaking in the Legend of Zelda movie risks ruining the series' magic. Now, by the way, Cliff reviewers,
Okay.
I mean, this guy's saying that Link shouldn't speak.
I mean, I kind of agree with like a
I
strong
agree.
silent protagonist, and
Yeah.
then you can put your own kind of thought about them into the. But
Look at what
That's a
happened
good
when
point.
they showed Master Chief's face in the first episode
Yeah.
of Halo.
Or
Yeah,
Mandalorian. I was like,
Mandalorian.
oh, it's
Yeah.
Pedro
Mandalorian.
Pascal. Put the helmet
Mandalorian
on.
was ruined.
It's ruined. Yeah,
It was ruined.
It was.
It was better.
Yeah, he got a
Hopefully
lot
he
less
doesn't talk a
masculine when he
lot.
took the hat off.
It turns out he might be a little less masculine, but
I know. But he's what I'm saying. The Mandalorian should have never taken his helmet off. No, that's a good point, John. I didn't even think about how much is that kid going to talk in the Zelda movie because we never really get to hear from Link.
I mean, Link does talk in Zelda games. There are definitely some scenes where he says things, but really it's mostly grunting.
right?
It's like,
If they keep it
I've
to a
known guys
minimum,
like that.
if they keep it to a minimum, it won't be bad. I don't think it'll ruin anything. If they start giving him full on dialogue and soliloquies, then we're screwed here. I think it's gonna flop.
no, they need to do like it's like a Clint Eastwood spaghetti western, where he doesn't say shit, he just kills people.
All right, I'm banning spaghetti western. You said
Yeah, I
that
don't
too
like
much.
that word. He's obsessed with it. I think because he watches
not
movies from like 1920.
I'm not obsessed with it.
And
It's a
he's
genre.
mad that I've never seen Casablanca. Like
That
I've
is
had
a
this
genre
argument.
of movies.
Stop
What do
saying
you-
spaghetti western. It's stupid.
That's
it makes
a
no sense. It
genre.
makes me want to eat
Linguine
spaghetti.
western.
Yeah, I like linguine horror.
Okay.
Well, I don't even like what it's stupid. Okay,
It's not stupid.
I
these
want
are
fettuccine adventures.
Oh my god,
That sounds like a porn site.
All right, so Sergio Leone was an Italian director that was inspired by American Western movies, Western like films.
Okay.
And so he
So
hired.
it's derogatory against my people. You're calling them spaghetti
these
movies?
are my people too. Okay, so
Don't you
Yeah,
know
but
the
you're
Legend
only
of
half.
California?
We don't know what you're up to. Look, I think
so
that spaghetti western
you're
makes
only
no
half
sense.
too. So calm down.
No, I'm
like-
not. I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not
you
half.
are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes.
I'm not. No, I'm
You-
not.
okay,
What's
stop
my other
it.
half?
Irish.
I'm not half Irish. I'm like 10%. My dad
Okay.
was Irish.
But whatever. Okay, so Sergio Leone was a director in Italy that loved American westerns, and Clint Eastwood was kind of not really happening, and so he hired him to come to Italy to make a bunch of fucking western movies that are like
But there's
the best.
never any
one-
spaghetti in them. And Italians don't even eat spaghetti.
They're Italian-made American western movies. A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. These are literally some of the best movies ever
I've
fucking
watched
made.
old westerns. I don't really like them.
Yeah, but the spaghetti
Some of
western
the new
ones
ones
are
are good.
so
What was that new one?
I'm offended.
With yeah, we're all offended. No, I don't care.
Which one?
It's just stupid. I don't like calling something a spaghetti western.
It's a
just,
spaghetti western. It's
It's just a
everyone
western.
knows
It's
this.
not a fucking spaghetti western.
It's
a
made
western.
by an Italian guy
So
that's
what?
recreating America. Do you understand
So
what
what?
he's doing?
So, but who cares? Some European made a movie, and now
he
it's a
got-
spaghetti movie. Who gives a
that
shit?
has influenced everybody, including Quentin Tarantino and games that we play. It's very important.
I think we could just call them Westerns at this point.
No, they're spaghetti Westerns, for God's sakes.
Okay, a spaghetti Western versus a regular Western.
Yeah, John Hughes Western is very different than a Sergio Leone movie, okay?
John
Very
Hughes,
different.
the guy who made 80s movies?
Or John Huston, sorry.
Okay.
John Wayne?
I was going to say 16 Candles,
John
Long
Huston.
Duck Dong? What do you
No, sorry, John
Okay.
Huston.
They're talking about the Mario movie. People have been saying in our community
Hmm.
that they liked it, but not as good as the first.
Yeah, I mean, you and I talk about that on the Subs podcast that we do every Monday.
Yep.
And I'd read online, that these movie theater employees were down
yeah.
and they were depressed about the whole movie industry and the patrons, and suddenly the place was alive with excitement and families and kids and all to come spend
People
money and
sound
buy popcorn.
depressed. Yeah.
Is this a case of the gamers like it, but the critics don't again? Because like Five Nights at
Yeah,
Freddy's,
maybe.
the gamers loved it, the critics hated it.
I don't know if the gamers love it.
you
It's got a
got-
6.5 on IMDb. The other one had a 7. These movies weren't like winning Oscars, right?
critics.
They're just kind of
No, absolutely
IMDb from
not.
users gave the first movie
Okay.
a 7, this one a 6.5. So no one's like these are a 10, they're the best thing. People just say they're fun. I think you have to be a Nintendo or Mario fan, right? Isn't that just kind
Yeah.
of like,
I
oh,
had
why
fun
would you see
watching
this?
the first one.
Yeah,
So,
like,
and I'm
why-
gonna watch this one. Like it's
If you're going to the Mario movie and you don't like Mario and you hate it, that's on you. Like, what were you
Yeah.
expecting? Like, I don't get that whole aspect, whether you're a kid or an adult, because I've seen that. Oh, I wasn't for me. Well, you would know that, like, kind of going in.
Yeah. I think I meant John Ford, but whatever. John
Whatever.
Huston's also
John
good.
Hughes kind of makes it funnier. if
Not John
did
Hughes.
Western.
with the
Breakfast Club
Chicago
Western.
suburban comedies.
Yeah.
John
Kinda
Candy.
that would have been an interesting Western.
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles.
That's Mel Brooks.
I know.
that
I like
movie's
Mel Brooks
great.
stuff. Princess Bride is the best, though. Spaceballs. Isn't he making a new movie?
He is.
dead?
He's making
doing
Spaceballs
something.
too.
Okay. Well, I
And
hope
it's like literally he's almost dead.
hopefully he gets it done before he croaks, right?
He's 99 years old.
No,
Damn.
way.
That's old for a guy too. It's even
Oh,
older for a dude.
Fuck, I didn't know he was that old.
And
And he's
still got
making
it.
Spaceballs too.
Yeah, it'll probably be funny.
I sure hope he gets that out before,
I know.
because what's his face made Spinal Tap 2 and then his son killed him. So like,
Yeah. A lot of times like my great grandmother lived to 100. She died the day after her 100th birthday. Like they hold on
oh my god.
to like the 100. I think he can do it. See how long until he turns 100. But yeah,
Yeah.
Spaceballs 2 is going to be fun. More fun than Star Wars movies.
Especially
Yeah.
non-Lucas ones.
I know. It's been bad out there. Well, I think that's kind of it news-wise, unless you guys saw anything else late breaking.
I think we're done. Let's get
All right.
out of here.
So remember, if you want to find us during the week, come to videogameoutsiders.com. There's a red button there. You click it, and then you get access to our 20-year back catalog and weekly bonus shows that John and I do every single week. So more stuff from us. And it's $4.99. You also get that in the player of your choice now. You don't need a separate VGO app. That thing is deleted off your phone. It's dead and gone. So
Yeah.
you can listen to everything now in one feed. Our main shows ad-free, 20-year back catalog, weekly bonus shows, Spotify, Apple, whatever. Come to Discord on videogameoutsiders.com. Check out our loaded giveaways. Check out loaded.com to win games. And I think that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening and subbing. I'm a little burpy. We'll see you very soon. Video Game Outsiders out.
Delete the yuckos.
Some days I'm barely out of bed when I'm confronted by the life I chose to live.